I'm not even asking for much. I just want a man that will unexpectedly buy me an iced coffee and open doors for me.
I'm loving this let them theory. Let them do whatever they want. What if we don't let them? What happens if I grab you by the neck the next time you say something I don't like and shake you around? What if we just stop letting them? I think I'm gonna put this into practice. Just start not letting them.
I got a hard drive, guys. All right. You gotta hit some sushi? Yeah.
Men shouldn't be watching porn while in a relationship. Thank you. Thank you. And women shouldn't be making porn in a relationship. What?
If your girl doesn't invite you to hang out with her friends anymore, or if she starts going out with her friends more, it's not girl time. Girl time. It's called scouting, okay? Oh, she's looking fine. Going out her best fit. It's called scouting, boys. Scouting. Y'all need to learn game.
Because if you really think about it, yearning is taking yourself out of the present moment and thinking about somebody else. Oh my God, look at this pimple. Holy. And personally, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to think about somebody else when my life is so beautiful? Like, I feel like I should be thinking about my own life, not somebody else's life. I can't do that.
I just opened the door to my apartment and there was a man like a couple feet behind me. So I held the door open with my hands full of packages, mind you. And instead of grabbing the door and taking over and being like, go ahead, girl, thanks, he walks through the door and goes, thank you. I'm sorry. Are you a little lady? You're a 6'5" man and you're gonna shuffle on in and walk through the door and be like, thank you. That's crazy. Hold the door open for me and let me walk through. That's your job. Like, chivalry is, that was so actually mind-blowing. Like, thank you, you're not welcome.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Are women allowed to keep the money they make from working? Oh yeah. And is it still legal to beat your wife? No, absolutely not. The system may be flawed, but it is widely unaccepted. A lot of men get charged for it, and a lot of men advocate against it as well now. Wow, we really made it. So and women can do whatever career choice they want now? Oh yeah, the #1 career suggested to young, pretty women is OnlyFans. OnlyFans? Like air conditioning? Is that a company? I don't know. It's this website where women can sell sex, and it's like widely accepted on this thing called social media. I'm sorry, do you mean women who get pulled in by like pimps and are victims? Like they're no longer being sent to jail for being literal victims on the street? No, not like that. Well, yes, in some places, but no, it's empowerment. Prostitution is considered empowerment? Why not guarding your body from men? Now, careful, girl. In today's age, you could sound like a misogynist. What?
Just making this video to say, if I'm traveling with a man, you best believe he's carrying that suitcase. Oh, no. In fact, my hands is not touching said suitcase. I just watched a guy let a woman take off all 10 pieces of luggage. Yeah, what a loser. I don't know. Girl, if you're seeing this, your man's a loser. And I'm so sorry you had to do that. And I really hope he has like a broken pinky or something, because I didn't see any ailments, but...
To most of you men out there, chivalry is... Why the are me and my homegirl walking into our job? There's 3 standing outside. There's 3 dudes. 3 dudes, men, standing outside near the door. One of them stops and says to my homegirl, "Oh, who you trying to impress today with them lashes? Trying to flirt and shit. Nigga, open the door." Shorty had to open the door for herself. Like, chivalry is dead. Oh my God. Oh my, this is scary. Chivalry is you guys are useless.
A lot of these modern women spend decades being told to be independent, to be strong, and now they're exhausted. Now you're alone. Now you're realizing that nobody wants you. And you can't even say that people didn't warn you about the cost, because they did. Turns out that advice was trash. Should have listened.
Watch your mouth. Dress like a...
It's not. And look, you're fucking you fucking boy. What the fuck? It doesn't matter what fucking girl is wearing.
It does matter. She needs to respect herself.
Why did your guy tell her?
Why is it my business? Because I'm a young man and I'm enforcing law. Well, she's a young woman and she needs to respect herself. Watch her mouth. Watch her mouth. What am I gonna do?
Yes. What are you?
You're gonna let your girl defend you?
I'm his sister.
I don't think that's the issue here. Wait, look, I'm crossing the road on Rainbat. Cross the road. I'm crossing the road on Rainbat. Cross.
You don't understand what you said.
Cross. Wait, look. Cash out. All right, I win. You guys are the problem defending that. You and your sister are the problem here.
No, he's a fucking cheat. He's a fucking cheat.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I immediately don't trust people that have let go, let God in their bio or any kind of Bible quote in their bio. So you mean to tell me that you've been a shitbag person for 30 plus years and now because you're deciphering little quotes here and there in this said Bible, that suddenly erases all of your wrongdoing? And then the amount of people that skim their taxes or start businesses and claim that it's under their church and don't pay back money and scam people out of money by either selling Bibles or making businesses about some kind of Bible. Like, I'm sorry, Jessica, but you were just a shitbag person for 6 years. Like, just because you read like some chapter in the Bible doesn't mean that you're suddenly a healed person. It's just like if I go to the store and I pick out a book on narcissism and now I'm an expert in narcissism and I'm spreading all of this awareness and information and now I'm an expert and a coach and all of these things and I'm monetizing off of it. I'm basically scamming these people into a belief system that actually has no validity or no credibility. Not only do these people hide behind their religion because their newfound spiritual journey has changed them, but they treat people like they treat their kids like they treat everyone around them, and then they say, oh, but let's pray about it. As if praying and putting Bible quotes and trying to profit off of people is suddenly going to make you a changed person. And of course, not all religious people are like this, but I'm just saying these people that have found God when they're a grown adult and they want to suddenly change their lives. Because if you really wanted to change your life, you don't have to drag your kids into it. You don't have to drag your family into it. You don't have to try to monetize off of it. You don't have to constantly preach about it to like, who are you trying to convince? You or the people around you that you're a better person? Okay, bye.
One of the most incredible life hacks I can give you as a woman to another woman is that the next time you're speaking to a man and he talks about day trading and finance and like crypto investing, stop losses, gain, all of those like complicated jargon that can really confuse you and give them a false sense of superiority, all you need to ask is, okay, so in the long run, have you gained or lost money? I guarantee you 99% of the time they've all lost money because they don't know what the they're doing. All they do is sit in front of 10 charts, try their best to study it, but they are not able to study that well either. And then they play with money, but I promise you, a lot of them have lost money. And it just puts things into perspective very quickly. Like when they're speaking, right, you really start to believe that they're smart because they use big words. But when you ask this question and they answer, it's like the only difference between you and I is that you know the jargon, but you're still losing money. That's all.
If a man wants to go 50-50 with you, just hit him with one of these. We've been dating for this long. I thought you liked me. Every other man I dated wasn't like this. Are you really gonna make me wait? I did all of this for you tonight. So you're just gonna tease me like that? I just don't feel like you really care about me then. I guess you're just not that into me. You're overthinking it. Just relax. Why are you acting like it's such a big deal? We're both adults. It's not that serious. You got me all dressed up for nothing. Don't you trust me? I thought you were different. So what, you're gonna make me go home like this? Just feels like you're rejecting me. You're being kind of selfish right now. I've been patient with you. You owe me at least that. I wouldn't treat you like this. Wow. And I was so nice to you. I guess all men are the same. They only want one thing. You're making me feel like less of a woman. Oh, I didn't realize you were such a prude. And then don't speak to him again until you're hungry.
Women want men to read their minds, make the first move, approach correctly, show up in a certain way. That's the entire industry, teaching them how they should be pursued. But when a man doesn't nail it, When a man doesn't do as they want him to do, as they think he should do, then he's the problem. Instead of saying, maybe I should adapt to what society is doing.
What's up, my guys? Have you been trying to win a girl over and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere? We all know that some girls can be hard to read. So I'm gonna help you see the signs a little bit more clearly and help you decide if it's time to stop pursuing her. Let's get into it. Are you feeling confused? Yes, it's probably time to move on. When someone wants to be with you, they'll make it clear. And if you're making it clear on your end, it should be reciprocated. She introduces you as a friend with literally no hesitation. She never has time or just constantly keeps flaking on plans. Listen, if somebody cancels plans, they need to reschedule. It's not your problem. Is she not replying to you? It's not as deep as you think it is. She just doesn't want to engage in conversation. Stop lessening your self-worth by begging for a response. Move on. She doesn't know what she wants. Well, let her go figure it out. Since when were you a certified therapist? Do you feel like every conversation nowadays with your close friends is literally just you seeking advice? She's taking control of your life. She hasn't pursued you at all. If it's one-sided, there's your answer. This situationship is not serving you.
Women, you cannot wash men off the same way that they wash us off. We are penetrated. They are penetrating. It is a complete difference. And I'm trying to tell you, if you want a certain type of partnership, do not disqualify yourself from a high-earning, high-value, masculine man because you couldn't be disciplined, because you allowed these men to tell you a story, because a man will tell you, I love you so much. I want to marry you. We're going to be together. It's been 2 months. He doesn't love you. Make him earn it. Why is the most valuable thing that you have so easy to get? So easy to access. Anybody can get it. First night, you don't even know this man's last name. And I'm not going to say what you do is wrong. It's not wrong. It just disqualifies you. And if you act like a people will treat you like a if you dress like a people will treat you like a if you're out here in these streets sleeping with everybody, unless it's been 10, 15, 20 years, I promise you, you will be in a cycle where you are used and rarely do those women get wifed by a high-earning, masculine, high-value man. They might get wifed by an Offset. Would you want to marry him?
You talking to me?
Anybody, any woman? No. The answer is no. He's not. He's good for money. He's good for flash. But a husband?
No.
Negro, you stepped out on Cardi B so many times. It doesn't make you. You're high value. You're high earning. Do not confuse the two.
I feel like the issue is the women need to know.
I was on a soapbox.
No.
I'm
But
just hurting for young women today.
I feel like people need to know that what you're doing is wrong. If you're spreading your legs to every cardinal direction, it is wrong.
No, it's not wrong. I don't want to misconstrue the message. It's not wrong. It's just not in alignment with getting a high value, high earning masculine man. Okay. That's what it is. You will not. They will for the long term, because this is another thing too. High earning, high value masculine men, they don't mind playing in these streets either. They outside.
Right.
They are smashing what they want. And it is a double standard. So if you want to be one of the women they smash, cool. You will be one more woman closer to him finding his wife. Okay. You will be a placeholder until that man has his wife.
So
I'm sorry. Men. Am I telling the truth?
You know why a lot of guys nowadays are choosing to actively not date? I have a few friends who are absolute studs. They make great money. They got their own place. They got a really promising career, and they're just solid, stable dudes. The reason why is because they were dating girls, and then they were passed over, looked over for some odd reason, and there was a bum that these ladies chose. For example, a guy that's like really into partying, he's really into like friends, he's really into traveling, doing all this. He's not necessarily a guy that's into building a career or has this crazy ambition. He just wants to have a lot of fun. There's so many dudes these days. I can't even relate to it on a single %. But anyways, after those guys they were not chosen by the girl that they were dating, they're just like, dude, I can't even win. I can't even be a stud and actually win in this environment. But then again, you ladies break up with those guys because they're not really going anywhere. And then you wonder why you're still single. We ain't wondering why.
You know, with a lot of these modern women making their demands, the second a man says, you shouldn't expect me to have to pay for every single thing, then it's controversial. But equality only seems to apply when it benefits a woman. Real 50-50 would mean that you would pay at some point in time. You would pursue. You would take the risk. But that's not what modern women actually want now, is it?
I am so tired of paying bills, y'all. Worrying about bills, thinking about bills, knowing a bill is coming, knowing a bill was just paid, and there's another one that's coming. Like, it just don't stop.
So we're all just here working and paying bills, and then we just going. That's what we doing. We're all just gonna be on this planet, bust our asses and pay all the rich people.
I really hate how bills are sabotaging my social life. Like, I've gotten so wrapped up in the cycle of working and stressing about bills that I don't even go out anymore, guys. Like, I'm not in the mood to laugh. Like, I'm just straight work business mode. Like, I'm just always trying to get past the bills. And I feel like right now is the worst time to be drowning in bills.
I'm really just sitting in my car right now contemplating why I'm going to work to pay bills and put gas in my car just to go back to work. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm 31, almost 32, and like the prices of everything is so freaking ridiculous. It's annoying. Like, work, go home, work, go home.
We get up every day and work to pay bills. We are not living to live. We are living to survive. And I still can't wrap my head around that. I saw a post today that says, I'm so glad we only live once because I can't do this again. And I felt that.
Only do this. This is not a physical characteristic. This is an attainable quality. Oh, and hi, my name's Jenna Nicole. If I'm being so honest, and I'm being so honest with you, men who approach women are hot. Yes, they're hot. Let me put it this way. For the guy that she calls creepy for approaching her, she would be flattered if a man who she was attracted to did the same thing. And you never know who's going to be attracted to your presence and your energy, so just shut your brain off and do it. Also, if you don't have creepy intentions, then the girl who calls you creepy is just immature and you don't want her anyway. Because even if I'm not into the guy who approached me, I respect him way more after that. Even if I say no, I will be more open to saying yes in the future because now I respect the guy. So definitely do this if you want her to respect you immediately. Guys who do this are just more confident. They're more socially adaptable. And because few men have the guts to do something like this, you're going to stand out. Men who do this are men I would trust, men I would feel safe with. And I would feel safe with them because I know how much courage it takes to do that. And I know that courage will translate in other areas of life, like providing and protecting, for example. Women want to be with men who take life by the you know what, and they make things happen. These guys understand that failure is not rejection. The only failure is not trying at all. If you want to go on more dates with high quality women, book a call.
Honestly, what is the point in being with a man that you don't want? And yeah, I understand that drives can fluctuate, right? You can have different seasons of life, but I'll tell you what is so inappropriate is making a video like this and posting it. That is what shows that you don't believe that the behavior is problematic, because it is. Like, you literally drugged him. And how would that look if roles were reversed, by the way? Like, if the man was drugging the woman and giving her maybe the opposite thing? Yeah, I don't think that would go over well. Like, I think that the video would not be up anymore, and I think that people would find out who that man was in real life and just completely destroy his life. Okay, and then the other argument is, well, the guy was obviously in on the video. Like, he knew what was being made. Yeah, I'm there with you. Like, I agree that that's probably the case, but is he in a relationship where he feels like he can voice that that is something that would bother him, or does he feel like he has to be a yes man to his wife? Because that does happen, and that is what leads to men actively participating in their wives' open disrespect of them.
What's funny is that with all these modern women talking, men still do 99% of the dangerous, body-destroying work in this country. But somehow, some way, that gets erased from the conversation. Economic inequality. In that argument, men's contribution to society always gets forgotten. It's just, woe is me. I'm doing terrible. And modern women conveniently continue to forget who who is actually building the infrastructure of this country.
Once upon a time in New York, you could walk past a group of guys. A couple of them will lock in on you. One of them will decide, oh no, I'm going for it. Start walking with you 10 blocks, talking to you, trying to get to know you, trying to get your phone number or your social media accounts. He would commit to the bit, like, no, I'm walking with you. Wherever you going, I'm going with you because I want that number. I want that information. I'm trying to get with you, for real. Like, they would commit. They would yearn. You'll be walking down the street, a man see you in his car, he start following you in the car. And it wasn't even creepy. It was like low-key romantic because he really wanted to run down on you so bad. He was willing to take a detour from the way he was going to now go where you're going because he want to talk to you. Because you look that good. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the men in New York stopped doing these things. A man in New York used to talk to you while you was pregnant. He didn't even care if your baby had a dad. He didn't care. You look good. Don't care. I'll take care of that baby. Like, they used to be on that. I'm not sure what happened, but I miss the real New Yorkers. The real niggas that used to really run down. It's not the same. It's so sad right now. Dating pool is full of piss and pride.
Biggest differences between Texas and Colorado are the people. I just blew my tire on the interstate and I pulled into a Honda dealership just because it was right there, on the side of the road. And immediately I had one of the workers, I think he was kind of confused as to why I was parking there. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I blew my tire. And he's like, oh, do you want help? And I said, no, it's okay, because I know how to change my own tire. I wasn't going to bother them because then I would have felt bad. And it's a car dealership, whatever. And my mom was on the phone, she was like, let him help you. Well, too late, he'd already walked away. And then the landscaper that was working on the Honda dealership came up and was like, do you need help? And I was like, no. And then another one of the worker bees came up and was like, do you have a jack? And just didn't even ask. So I wonder if they all figured it out. But then him and then the landscaper guy, he came back. And then they just ended up going to town and fixing it. And I was in and out in 5 minutes. Way faster than what I could have done. But I don't know, if I blew a tire in Colorado, I was on my own. I'd have to do it myself, which is fine, but I'm just grateful out here because that was pretty nice.
One reason why your man isn't pursuing anymore. Big emphasis on anymore. Hello, my name is Carla and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. The biggest one is because you are not aligned with your feminine energy. Before you start blaming the guy because he changed or whatever, no. If a man was pursuing you in the beginning and all of a sudden he stopped, it is because of something that we did. We are not aligned with our feminine energy. We do not know how to receive. So how do we get there? How do we learn how to receive? Well, we need to let go of our super hyper independent woman mindset. How do we do that? By enjoying being a woman, by letting him do the work, by appreciating him, by thanking him whenever he does something that we like, and being genuine, because men can sense this and spot this from a mile away. They know when you are being genuine and when you are lying. What happens most of the time when a man is pursuing and then he stops, we have decided to take control over the situation, over our relationship. And when that happens, we're coming from a place of hurt. So what we need to do is trust our man and let him lead. That is one step to realign ourselves with our feminine energy, not coming from a place of fear, but coming from a place of wisdom, growth, and trust. Let your man pursue you by appreciating and using your feminine energy to keep the balance in the relationship. Believe me, a man is addicted to feeling needed.
So you have a lot of these women asking where the real men are. Just and the way that they act, you have to ask why they're even asking that question. I mean, have you seen yourself? Have you seen that the way that you conduct yourself? A real man is going to see that. You're not going to pass the bar. You're not going to be able to pass the security check. You know, like you go to the game and you're going through the gate and then they have those metal detectors and those little metal detecting wands and stuff like that. Y'all can't get past that. So you're not in the game. You don't even have a chance to meet these type of men because you can't even get in the arena. You can't even get in the stadium because they done already seen you on your way up. You walking up with your girls, they already know what type of woman you are. Imagine that. I'm telling you, modern women think that men are easy. They think that men are not paying attention, but men actually are. Men pay a lot of attention. I know y'all don't like to hear that. I know y'all don't think that, but they're paying attention, period.
I don't know if I agree, Sarah. I don't know.
What part do you not agree with?
I mean, I have to look at myself. I had kids very, very young. Yeah. My oldest two have the same dad, but had them both before I turned 18.
I know.
So, but I got married at a very young age. I got married at 21 and I was divorced by the time I was 27. Okay. And I had twins. So if you apply what you said to my situation, do you think I'm a walking red flag? Because I was a wife. My ex-husband was a...
I don't want to be personal. What? Because I don't want to come for you personally.
How you gonna come for me personally? We're friends in real life.
I know we are friends in real life, but we on a public platform where I don't want to create a space where people can talk about you.
I don't care what people say about me. Them people don't know me or they don't pay my bills. It's the truth.
So let's use a person like you, because I want to talk about you. I love you.
Oh,
I do. I love you too much to talk about you. But if someone has 2 children by the time they're 18, it's giving red flag.
Okay.
And then if someone gets married and has 2 more kids, okay, that's fine. You have 2 more kids and now you're working on it. That's better.
Yeah.
Now, this is the red flag for me. And now I don't want to talk about your story because I know your story. But for women that have kids by the time they're 18, where were your parents?
I didn't have any.
I know. I don't want to talk about you. I want to talk about in general. Where were your parents? That's the red flag. Why are you out in these streets not being protected by anyone? Which means, are you an avoidant? Are you an anxious love attachment style? Are you seeking validation? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you have low self-worth? Now, most kids are having sex as teens. This is the reality of the situation. Only a few of them actually get pregnant, or maybe their parents drag them to the clinic so they don't have the baby. So there's a lot of different things that could happen where people, that's not the case. So it's not to wrong the fact that someone gets pregnant. It's where was the guidance? That's a red flag for me. And if you didn't have guidance growing up, odds are you got stuff you haven't battled with in the present time. That's the red flag. Now, does that make these people a bad person? No. Does it make them unworthy of love? No. Does it mean they'll never find love again? No, it's not any of that. It just means that that person has put themselves into a box where it may be a little more challenging to have a specific type of man. That's what I'm saying. And it's not fair. We both had certain experiences that have now made us who we are.
Correct.
So there's no such thing as right or wrong. It just is what it is, but it's not always necessarily fair.
What's crazy is that modern women, they come up with all these tests, man. They come up with all these tests to you know, gone are the days. Gone are the days. Gone are the days to where we just had a regular conversation with people, man. Now we want to put them through the Legend of Zelda side quests. We want to put them through the Pokemon quest where you got to go here and go there and do this to get the rainbow badge and the rock badge or whatever it's called. I can't remember. I haven't played it in a long time. And you got to go over here to get this Pokemon and you got to roam the field for 3 hours. Instead of just saying, hey, man, I want to have a conversation with you. Have the conversation. Really pay attention. Modern women, y'all talk about men. Learn how to ask the questions. Learn how to ask those questions, the right questions. Why not do that? Why not do that, man? Just modern women are not good at dating at all.
Listen, can we talk about how beautiful and amazing it is not to have a man in the house? I'm not trying to diss on the men. I'm really not. But it's stressful. It can be a headache. It's exhausting, the mental load. The fact that y'all can't remember where the scissors are. and they've been there for 27 years. The fact that you need me to find something for you when it's right in front of your face in the refrigerator. The fact that you can't remember where I put your own clothes at or where they even go so you could put them away yourself. When I tell you, get the kids ready, what should they wear? Clothes. Figure it out. Can you drive them to school? What time they need to be there? Oh my God. It's exhausting. The mental load that mothers carry, or having somebody in the house in general that's a man and having to manage the house and manage him. Do y'all realize that that's what that's like? We have to take care of all the things, and you expect us to be oh so happy and joyful because you just walk in the door, you gave us your presence. Oh. It's a beautiful thing not to have to worry about reminding somebody of something that you've already reminded them of 27,892 times. It's just so peaceful over here. Have a great day. Love you.
Shit's getting weird. Port infinity.
I'm thinking about exposing my son's 7th grade basketball coach, Coach Cleveland.
Sometimes you got to expose these basketball coaches. As a former basketball coach myself, or trainer, I used to be a basketball trainer for the youth. You got to expose them, man. I mean, they don't be thinking about the kids. They be thinking about money, number one, and they be thinking about, winning. Now, you got to think about developing these children. What you got, man?
You don't return my call, the whole world finna know, even your wife, Michelle Cleveland. All right, to Michelle, I'm gonna give you proof to let you know that I done sucked and ate your husband out.
What?
Now, back to Coach Cleveland. You promised me that if I sucked and ate your my son will make the basketball team.
I would like to renege what I said in the beginning. This is what you're exposing the coach about? That you ate his booty hole in exchange for the son being on the team? Listen, ma'am, you've done more damage to your son than racism. You need to go ahead and put your son in witness protection. Move to Czechoslovakia and help your son out because the little nigga can't go outside no more, man. Not in the immediate future. This is egregious. Is there more?
So, Michelle, your husband, to prove to you that I didn't ate your husband's ass, what's tatted on his? It says on his, be patient, bigger things are to come.
And on that note, I'm out of here. This is way more than I asked for at 9 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. It's good luck, little. Change your name, move to the south side of France, get a little job at the baguette store, and start a new life. Because this life you know now is over.
I think for a lot of men, they walk away from dating because the rules keep changing. And a man can't keep up with that stuff. Just one day I want this, another day I want that. Last week, you could do a certain set of things or say a certain set of things to me. This week changed. And a man each week, honestly and truly for these modern women, every hour, on the hour, you're supposed to know when her mind changes about something and be on board with it. Like, as a matter of fact, for a lot of modern women, they're expecting you to know exactly how they will feel and anticipate that move. So they haven't even thought it yet. It hasn't even crossed their mind. And they're expecting you to know and understand that and be like, okay, this is what she gonna want. Oh shoot, she likes pink today, but tomorrow she gonna like green. So let me go out and get everything green, nails green, hair green, green clothing, paint her car green. How do you know that? Well, I'm one step ahead of you because I know what you're gonna think. I'm a psychic. I can read into the future. That's the type of time that modern women are on nowadays. They expect a man to just guess. And it's more than a guess. They expect a man to just know how I'm going to feel, know what I'm going to be doing, know why I'm going to be doing it, what drink I want, what food I want, the girls that I want to talk to, the girls that I want to hang out with, where I want to hang out with, type of food that I want, just all of it. At that point in time, men are saying it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. That's an attitude of entitlement. That's a delusional mindset. That's a mindset that's rooted in fantasy.
So here's something else that women shared with me. And let me know if you resonate with this in any way. I have so many friends, and yet I still feel lonely. Let me know if that hits something in you, if you feel that somewhere in you. Because when I was working, when I was a teacher, I had so many friends, and yet I still felt lonely. And that was hard. And then when I stopped teaching, all of those people that I thought were my friends, they really weren't. They really weren't. It was a friendship of convenience. And I realized that, and that's why I always felt lonely in those places, because they weren't really my friends. And we're given this notion that we have to collect friends, right? We feel like we have to collect them. We pull them from here, we pull them from here, but we don't. Because when we show up who we are, as we are, every day, the places where we will belong will show themselves to us. And that is a true story. And when you come to realize that, the people that are sent into your life have more depth. They're real, they're true. They're not going to be having stories behind your back. They're not going to make you feel as if you don't fit in or you have to be a certain way. And you get to relax and you get to exhale. And that's what I did with this program that I'm offering called Belonging. It's a 5-day free event, I should say. It's not the program. Program comes after. But it's a space for women where they can be there and not feel alone because they're loved and they're accepted where they're at. Is this something that interests you? If it is, reply belonging and let's have a conversation.
Can I be so real with you? When men hit on me, it legitimately pisses me off. It makes me angry. And I know that might be unreasonable. I just don't want to, I'm not interested in dating. I've decentered men and dating and love. I'm okay with alone with cats. I'm cool with that. And I've learned to be alone and now I like it. And just through my own life experience, observing the patterns of men and understanding how most of them act as a collective and just knowing ball, I know that when a man talks to me, it's because he's trying to get something from me. And that pisses me off real bad. So when men hit on me, I legit get mad when men find me attractive because it makes me so mad because then men don't talk to anyone that they don't think is attractive. And that alone makes me angry. You're only coming over because you want to me. That's what it is. It all boils down to the same. You're only coming over because you want to try to, oh no, I just want to get, you want to, or you want to use me for something. You want to use me for an ego boost in some sort of way. You want to see if you can try to get my number so you can feel good about yourself. It's all about using me in some way. And that's why I just have no patience for dealing with men. I have no patience. And I know not all men are like this, but I just don't have I don't want to give every guy a chance because most of them are evil. So why would I'll treat you all the same. Just get out of my face and leave me alone. You know what I mean? Then men will be like, you're being so unreasonable. How are men supposed to talk to women? How are men supposed to approach women then if you don't want them to talk to you? I don't know, but it feels like this. Imagine you're so thirsty. You're driving your car. You're like, oh, I'm so thirsty. I want some water. I need water. So you pull over to the gas station. You're like, I'm going to go buy this water. I'm so thirsty. But you notice outside of the gas station, there's this person that's asking every single person that pulls up for money. And some people give them money. Some people don't. Then you're like, I just wanted to get this water. I didn't want to have to deal with this. You get out of the car and they go, hey, how are you doing today? And you're like, hi, I'm good. And they're like, did you have a busy day? How's it going? And you're like, it's all right. And you're like, well, did you think that you could spare some change? And you're like, there it is. That's how it feels when men talk to you. That person's like, they just said, how are you doing today? Did you have a busy day? They don't even really care about that. They're just saying that to segue to try to get what they want from you. They're only talking to you to get something from you. That's exactly how it feels when men talk to me. I don't know how else to, there's nothing else. There's no other reason. Why are you talking? What do you want? What the do you want? What are you doing? Get out of my, I don't care. I don't want to be a part of your weird. Well, you want to talk to me because you're trying to make your ex jealous or what? Or you just are. You need an ego boost. You want to show off to your friends. You're so thirsty. You haven't gotten laid for a few weeks. So let me see if I can try to this girl. Get out of my face. I don't care. I don't and I don't know. That's just how I feel. I can't stand when men hit on me because it's we all know why you're talking to me, and it's not interesting. Go away. Go away.
You know, now you have men stopped approaching and everybody wants to know why. But the answer is really simple, to be honest. It stopped being appreciated. You're acting like men are criminals. You walk up to a woman trying to be respectful, and what do you get? You get an attitude. You get somebody rolling their eyes. You get somebody putting their hand in your face. Maybe she records you and puts you on TikTok. Got you out here on YouTube, on Instagram, laughing. And a lot of times women don't understand that I don't know why, they don't understand if you do this enough times, then a man's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, let me go find something else to do. Why in the world would I continue to put myself out there to get embarrassed? Why? Why am I gonna take the risk and I'm getting no reward? I'm not getting any appreciation for what I'm doing. It used to be a man could approach a woman, and even if she wasn't interested, she'd still be polite. Even if she ain't like him, oh no, thank you, I appreciate it. And you just walk off. You had your dignity, you had your self-respect intact, just gracious and polite. Okay, cool, no problem. But now you have women out here treating men like they're a criminal, but just coming to say hello. Man, open the door, you treat the man like a criminal, right? And so when you start telling men they've done something wrong, it's always, oh, well, you didn't do this right, or I like the approach and the line and all this other stuff, but I wouldn't have done this or whatever and whatnot. Men just stop walking up to you. Men they get to saying, well, you know what, she's gonna be silly anyway, so I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna go figure out something else to do. I'm gonna go be more productive with my time. And modern women, for some reason, they don't get it.